viewers, and welcome to BOLLYWOOD. Hi guys, so you've been seeing our post about condos, houses, and now we will walk through you guys sa Indian restaurant na may fusion of almost everything. Filipino, industrial, modern Indian restaurant. So yun, this restaurant, kaya niya mag-carry ng 180 people all in all, including the alfresco, which will go later. So here yung chairs natin, as you can see, it's solihiya. So that is very Filipino. Most of our chairs are different colors, as in we went wild with colors here. Tapos our lights, yan. Basic lang naman. Actually, some droplights na rattan inspired, tapos mga spotlight. So we can easily spot the artworks here. Kasi halos dito, kung saan sa tumingin may art eh. So here, ito yung private area. So ito, may shiny shimmery curtain na bronze. So you can close this. So pwede kayo mag-party here or bachelor meeting. So ito yung area na to. So more of a private area. Tapos we also made up the carriage for buffets. Yun. As ayan. Very Indian as well. May mga telo. Like my outfit today, diba? Tapos, this one, we used limewash na muted. I wanted to mute kasi ang dami ng colors. So this one, inspired by very Kim Kardashian, di ba? Sa parang clay muted. So yan, with gold accents, nas dried leaves. Kaya parang na-elevate yung space. We want the space to look fun but yet mukhang posh at the same time. Another one here is our private area as well for meetings. Approximately 12 to 14 people will sit here. So again, dito, this is beige. Tapos ito medyo pink. Tapos ito, modern Indian queen. So an Indian artist created this. Ang bilis niya, 5 days. Tapos na yata. Basta very hip siya, very fun, useful. Even our floor, gray na lang floor natin, very industrial. Tapos ito yung bar natin. Kasi at night, ito yung party. And I'm gonna tell you a story pala. Dapat kasi ang original design was like arches up to here. Tapos kinulang sa space, so we did this. So blessing in this guys, nangyari yan. May neon lights with vertical garden. Diba? Mas maganda. Tapos this one, yung mga ornaments, galing ka sa previous restaurant. So of course, and also this bar chairs. Tapos ito, this is from Manso Patel. Lahat to, this is customized. So we picked the colors blue, green, and blue. Ito, bricks. Dati kasi square to. Tapos, hirap na hirap yung contractor na tibagin to. Pero sinabi ko, hindi, tibagin mo. Iba kasi yung circles eh. Here kasi yung flow very circular. Kasi pag circles, mas fun siya. Unlike puro makanto, which is serious. So yun. Tapos, arches. Tapos even this, the original plan nung red na yan, parang red bricks. I wanted to look like a clay. Kasi sa India, meron silang finish na muted na parang very flat. So I don't want it to be shiny. So yan, custom din to. Hindi siya binili. Talagang ginawa namin hand by hand. Again, plants. Tapos mandala na mirror para lumaki yung space as well. Tapos mayroon din dyan extra seats. Tapos may plants here. Tapos dito kasi kitchen. Which, hindi ko na papakita. Pero yun yung kitchen. Tapos going here is, my favorite quote. My favorite line. Men to the left because women are always right. So let's go to the right side. Ito na yung women's restroom. Yeah. Ito siya. So, yung floor din natin, maarte, madetalye, then gold, circular again. Again, with the accent, ito acacia. Gusto ko talaga siyang curved para fun yung vibe. Tapos, itong handle, we restored it sa dating restaurant before. Kasi I'm also helping the client to budget yung magkano ng mga gastos. Syempre, as a designer, you help clients to minimize their gastos, their expenses. Tapos here, ito. Ang fun dito sa limewash, halos lahat pala ng walls dito limewash, dito light pink. Pero pagdating dyan, in daylight na ilaw. Pagdating dito, mas dramatic, parang pink orange. So, uneven siya. Gusto ko siya. Kesa yung talagang pintura lang. Tapos, sige, paglabas, as you can see, there are two paintings. Very modern Indian. This one, the guy eating, and her also. Very modern na yung painting. Again, another artist. Babae din siya. And, kwento dito, all women team kami. Contractor, engineer, designer, the CEO as well. Lahat kami babae. So, yun. This can fit up to 60 to 70 people. So again, important, if you're designing restaurants, turnover, and ilan yung makakaupo. Kasi you're helping the client with the ROI. So, the color palette is inspired by the Holi festival in India. Yung powder, yan, yung parang iba-ibang colors. Kaya ganyan, explosive siya. We have pink, orange, violet, yellow, blue-green, red, gold, bronze. Ang dami, like lahat sa color wheel ginamit sa interior design, which we did break the rule. Well, in order to break the rule, you must know the rule first, right? Pero dito, gusto ko mag-break siya na lagi na lang tatlong color. Panel, apat, default siguro yung being 16. No joke, 16 colors, may gold and bronze pa. Ayun, ang dami. So, may purple, lahat, pink, yun yung chairs ko lang. Pero it worked. Kasi yun naman talaga culture nila. Indian culture is very colorful. Unlike Filipino, di ba? Parang Filipino browns, di ba? Purple, yun. Manila. Tapos this one, very important, is their God Ganesha. Dapat daw nakaharap yan dito. It was really placed here. So actually, before in a restaurant, blines kami ng parang priest nila. So, yun. So, very important din to. Then, they put incense before opening the restaurant. So, wala naman to. Hand-painted ko yan. Oh my God. Ang galing ng artist. Parang 2 minutes lang yan. Parang super bilis na kamay niya. Ito pala, fun fact here, dalawang restaurant to. Before doon, Japanese restaurant. Kasi po Vietnamese, tinapag talaga namin. In 1.5 months tapos na. So, yun. Grabe yung ano. Tapos, here, ito, we wanted the teal. Ito kasi yung green eh. Tapos may ganyang pattern. Parang fun yung vibe. Tapos yung ergonomics niya, tingnan mo. Hindi ako gumaganyan. Kasi, we wanted 0.80 to 1 meter per ano. Kasi paano restaurant na masikip, diba? So, they also have an alfresco outside because they offer pizza. So, yung mga may hilig dyan. Yeah. So, let's go outside muna. I'll explain before you enter the design. Siyempre, dapat inviting tayo. Useful. And recycled. This one, this was from the previous restaurant. So, I wanted just toned down color lang kasi I wanted to be the highlight, the Bollywood princess one. This one, Lotus siya. Lotus inspired na abstract. So, Lotus is a very, flower in Indian culture. So, and fun fact, before ako nag-design ako, nag-research ako. Yeah, para, you know, for cultural appropriateness, na nag-interview ako ng client ko ano yung culture nila. Here outside, this is the alfresco where you can do your shisha, smoke, vape, yun. Hi guys, so I want to introduce to you my beautiful, gorgeous client, Miss Chad, the owner of Bollywood.
Hi guys.
So what's the history of Bollywood? Kasi ang alam ko lang sa Bollywood, the musicals, the movies. So why is it called Bollywood?
Okay, so Bollywood was something that, well, we started back in 2002, right? So we've been already operational 15 years in the business, and my mom thought, hey, we're in the Philippines. How do we showcase an Indian restaurant in one word? Bollywood.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what makes it different from other Indian restaurants here in the Philippines?
Okay, so Bollywood, we are different because one, we serve all kinds of Indian cuisine. So North Indian, South Indian, East Indian, West Indian. You know, we've got you covered. You come in here, you say, oh, I feel like eating, you know, dosa, which is a South Indian dish. We have it. We have it daily. We serve everything, you know, all scope of India, basically.
So during the pandemic, we all struggled, like most of us, right? So what was your story then? Then you renovated it now.
Okay, look, the pandemic was really hard for everybody, especially in the restaurant business, being inside a mall, so deep inside the mall too, because there were so many restrictions by the LGU. But we continued to do our food delivery business, and we thought that, hey, when the pandemic finishes, we'd need a place for people to go hang out, have conversations with real, like physical conversations, and, you know, we thought that maybe this was a good time to open a new space. Yeah, renovate basically.
Yeah, because before these were two restaurants separate.
Yeah.
One, Japanese.
Shinlin and Sumo-san. So Japanese and Chinese.
Yeah. Then, the innovation. Kasi when we just met online. So she wanted to innovate the new look, new trend, new like food. So what was your like vision for that?
So how I got to find Rox on Instagram was I was very much interested in bringing the limewash culture back to life. Like I don't know if it's a trend right now in the Philippines, but I wanted it to become a trend because limewash is a very non-toxic material, very harmless to your body. You know, if you're dining here, it takes out all the very strong smells of the food, and I mean, at least you know you're in a safe environment, you know? So that's how I found Rox, actually, because of the limewash. And I was, you know, very keen because I saw her work and it looked really, really good. And I was like, oh, she's an interior designer and she does limewash. Tick, tick. So that's why we decided to, you know, go with your designs.
Thank you. And also, like, would you like to compare the old and the new restaurants?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Heaps different. I mean, before it was very closed up, and now it's all open, very warm and welcoming, and, you know, it makes people want to come, I feel. You know, before it was very dark and dim lighted, and it was not really that welcoming as it is now.
Yeah, also my friends went here and they said the same thing. Parang fun though.
Yeah.
Fun vibe. And also, would you like to welcome everyone here in your restaurant? Where is it?
Yeah, so guys, please come visit us. We're Bollywood on the 3rd floor of Greenbelt 3 Mall, just right next to the cinemas. You know, come, have good food, drinks, and have a good time.
And authentic Indian food talaga.
Yeah, authentic.
So yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks guys.
Thank you for coming with me inside this hip Indian restaurant. So it's located at Greenbelt 3, level 3, newly renovated before kasi nandun siya. So it's just near Time Zone and the cinemas. So if you want authentic Indian food, please go here. Super sarap talaga. Hindi lang yung interior yung maganda. It's not just aesthetic purposes. Again, this is Rox Interiors. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and even comment. And also follow our Instagram account, rox.interiors. Our Facebook page, Rox Interiors, for the expanded portfolio of our work. Again, thank you so much. See you on the next vlog.